You've heard the basics before. Sleep more, exercise, eat brain food. But what if true mental sharpness doesn't just come from healthy habits, but from how you use your brain when it's not even focused? Today, you'll learn some surprising, research-backed ways to sharpen your mind, including one method elite thinkers unknowingly use every day. We tend to think mental sharpness is all about memory or speed, but the American Psychological Association points to something else entirely. The key trait behind a sharp mind is called cognitive flexibility, your brain's ability to switch between ideas, perspectives, and problem-solving strategies. In short, a sharp brain isn't faster, it's more adaptable. And that flexibility can be trained. Here's a counterintuitive way to start: switching tasks. I know, we're often told multitasking is bad, but when it's done deliberately, it can boost your brain's adaptability. A study in Trends in Cognitive Sciences found that switching between different types of tasks, say from analytical to creative, activates multiple brain networks and strengthens your executive function. So instead of batch working one thing all day, try cognitive contrast sessions. Spend 45 minutes on an analytical task like a report or a budget. Then, for 15 minutes, do something completely visual or creative. Sketch an idea. Reorganize your space. This contrast sharpens your ability to shift gears, a crucial skill for real-life decision-making. This idea of productive struggle applies to memory, too. Rereading your notes doesn't actually sharpen your memory. Struggling to recall does. It's called the retrieval effect, and it's one of the most powerful brain training tools you've probably never used. A 2021 study in Science found that people who practiced deliberate mental recall, trying to remember something with no hints, had 50% better long-term memory than people who just passively reviewed material. So instead of rereading a topic, try to explain it from memory, on paper, out loud, or to someone else. That mental strain you feel, that's your brain building muscle. Here's a trick that high-level thinkers use, often without even realizing it. They mentally switch roles. A 2018 study at Stanford found that people who imagine solving a problem as someone else, a teacher, an engineer, even a fictional character, performed better on logic and creativity tasks. This activates alternative neural pathways and strengthens abstract thinking. So next time you're facing a challenge, ask, how would an engineer solve this? Or what would a 5-year-old do? This simple act of reframing forces your brain to build new connections.
And if you want a weirdly powerful way to build new connections, turn off your GPS. A famous study on London taxi drivers showed that those who trained to navigate the city's complex streets without maps had physically larger hippocampi, the part of the brain responsible for spatial memory and learning. So try navigating your own neighborhood or city without your phone. It activates areas of your brain that remain dormant for most people, improving memory integration and directional reasoning. All of these methods have one thing in common. They involve a bit of struggle. And that brings us to the final point. Use frustration as a brain exercise. Most people avoid frustration, but geniuses lean into it. A Nature neuroscience study found that when we're slightly frustrated but still engaged in a task, our brains experience stronger dopaminergic activation, which forms deeper learning pathways. So choose one task that's just beyond your current skill level and work through it without giving up too fast. Your brain gets sharper by surviving the mental struggle, not by coasting through easy wins. Because a sharp brain isn't a fast brain, it's a flexible one that's trained to switch between task types, to recall from memory, to reframe problems from new roles, to navigate without a digital crutch, and to get comfortable with mental struggle. If you want real mental sharpness, stop feeding your brain comfort and start giving it challenges that stretch it.